I can't believe it. He's back. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are reviewing Money in the Bank 2025. We got a lot to go over. A lot of good matches. I'm not gonna point fingers to which match. I'm not gonna say which match. But one match was not that great. For reasons, I'll get to that when we get to the match. But man, the ending of the show definitely took away from anything else. It's hard to remember what happened in the matches now. So I'm going to do my best to remember. Holy shit, man. This is amazing. Jumping into the first match, it was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match between Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss, Julia, and Stephanie Valkyrie. Now, this match was actually insane. There was a lot of cool moments where, like, Alexa hit, I think it was a Sister Abigail. I couldn't really tell. And Rhea also hit a move, but, like, they did to two other people in the ring. Julia and Roxanne worked together to take care of Rhea Ripley. They smashed her into the ladder. They were doing a bunch of other crazy things, teaming with each other, until Roxanne got rid of Julia, got rid of the dead weight, I guess you could say. It was really cool to see. And it was a really good match. I mean, from what I remember, it wasn't the greatest match of the night, but it was definitely a great opener. I loved it. Also, you have to remember, Stephanie Valkyrie fought 3 times in 24 hours. She fought in the 6-woman tag match with all the women's Money in the Bank participants. Then she fought in a tag match with Lola Vice at Worlds Collide. And then she fought in this ladder match. That's insane to think about. That's actually insane. 3 times in the past 24 hours, and all of those matches combined adds up to 48 minutes, Big E said. So that's actually insane. Props to Stephanie Valkyrie. I can't even imagine wrestling that much in 24 hours. She's the only one who did it, too. I mean, I know other people, like, fought 2 matches. Actually, 2 other people fought 2 matches today. But, Stephanie Valkyrie wrestled 3 times. But, that's off topic, off track. It looked like Rhea Ripley was actually going to win. It looked like she was going to climb the ladder, grab the briefcase, and win. But Alexa Bliss stopped her. And then, everyone thought, oh, she's just going to get knocked down and Rhea's going to grab the briefcase. No, Naomi tips the ladder over. There was a ladder right here. Slams it into... They go flying into here. And then Naomi wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. Naomi is your woman's Money in the Bank winner. That's insane. Also, before I forget, I do want to mention Stephanie Valkyrie hit the Devil's Kiss on a ladder bridge, and it was funny because the crowd was doing a Booker T. She did it to Rhea Ripley on top of a ladder, but yeah, Naomi is your woman's Money in the Bank winner. I don't have a figure, but I can prop up a picture. I can't believe it. I'm happy for Naomi. I'm glad she got it. She's been in 5 out of the 10 women's Money in the Bank matches. She's been in 5 of them. Crazy. Well, let's jump into the next match. Jumping into the next match, it just got added at Worlds Collide between Dominic and Octagon Jr. for the Intercontinental Championship. And this match, I don't feel like it was the best. It was really good. They put on a show. There was a lot of flips and high flying action because they're luchadors. And to give you some context, the match happened because Octagon, who had a match on Worlds Collide, I believe he won, and then Dominic just wasn't happy about that. Grabbed a mic, went into the ring, and challenged him to a match for Dominic's IC title. And he chose Money in the Bank. And it ended because Liv Morgan distracted Octagon, which led Dominic to grab him, hit a 619 on him, frog splash, 1, 2, 3, and he retains the title. Now jumping into the next match, it was Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria for the Intercontinental Championship. Now if Lyra beat Becky, Becky will no longer be able to compete for the Women's IC title for as long as Lyra is champion. But if Becky wins, Lyra has to raise Becky's hand and crown her as the champion. Well, actually, not even crown her as the champion. Just raise her hand. And this match was insane. There was so much stuff going on. Something happened over here. They were both knocked out. They were both down here. Becky had to crawl back in the ring and go out, only for Lyra to just randomly hit Becky with a Nightwing, which was insane. Near the bell and the ring announcer and all that stuff was actually the Spanish announce table, which is weird because normally it's the English commentary table. But the Spanish commentary table was right there, and Becky was set up on that area, and Lyra jumped off the announce table and hit a leg drop onto Becky. I was not expecting that. And it was a phenomenal match. But I am disappointed. I'm disappointed in how Lyra's title reign ended. Because it ended with one of those roll-up sequences. Like, not even a roll-up. Just one of those sequences where it's like, 1, 2, oh, roll-up, 1, 2, roll-up, 1. It ended in that. Because Becky grabbed a handful of tights. 1, 2, and 3. And Becky became your new champion. But at the end of the match, Becky had Lyra raise her hand, forced Lyra to crown her, and then Lyra snapped once she did all that. She put the belt around her waist, and then grabbed her and threw her up for a German suplex, and hit a Nightwing on her. She just couldn't take it anymore. So we're definitely going to see them have one more match. I mean, I expected that. I definitely expected that. Especially because I thought Becky was going to win, and she did. But yeah, let's jump into the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Jumping into the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, it was Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, El Grande Americano, Penta, and Andrade. Right? Yep, that's 6. I had to make sure I wasn't leaving anyone out. In this match, it was chaos. It was definitely chaos. It started with everyone attacking Seth Rollins. And then when he got out, everyone started attacking Solo, except for El Grande Americano, because I know it's a joke to think he's not Chad Gable, but I gotta give him props. He fought a phenomenal match at Worlds Collide, and then fought in a Money in the Bank ladder match right after. Oh, not right after, but the semi-main event and the main event of Worlds Collide, and then the semi-main event for Money in the Bank. Like, that's insane. And both matches were fantastic. His main event at Worlds Collide was even better. If you want to check that out, it's on YouTube. You don't have to pay for it or anything. They live streamed that show on YouTube. So I would definitely go check out the main event. It was a match. It was crazy. But I lost my train of thought there for a second. I'm sorry. But yeah, the match was insane. Seth Rollins, well, actually, before I get towards the end, I just want to say they had a fireball ladder, and that thing was like 30 feet. You set it up and it touched the briefcase. It's crazy. It was crazy. And then they brought out two of them because one of them broke. But yeah, there were so many crazy spots. Especially once Seth Rollins called out Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to take care of business. Braun Breaker speared the crap out of El Grande Americano. Bronson Reed tsunami'd Andrade. They were just taking out everyone. And then they went to focus on Solo Sikoa. So that's when Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo came out. And that they started beating up Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. And that led to one of the most memorable things in the ladder match. When he was done taking care of business with Bronson Reed, Jacob Fatu helped Solo. He set up a ladder. Solo goes, "That ladder's not good enough. Give me another ladder." He gave him a taller ladder. He set it up. And then he lets Solo climb, and then grabs his foot, pulls him down, says, "I hate you, Solo," and super kicks him. And not only does he super kick him, but eventually, after the damage was done, he put him crashing through a ladder and just walks away. Now, they have been teasing this for so long, and not only were they teasing it for so long, but last night on Friday, when you see this, it's going to be the next day. So Friday night, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu overheard Solo Sikoa say that tell JC Mateo that Jacob Fatu is all gas, no brain. So that was crazy. And that eventually led to Seth Rollins grabbing another fireball ladder because the other one broke. LA Knight grabbed Seth Rollins' foot, brought him down. Seth Rollins almost gets hit with a BFT. Seth Rollins grabs LA Knight, throws him into the ladder, hits him with the craziest stomp cell probably ever. It looked like he was going to cover his face. So, the spot to me, right? This is how I could explain it. It looked like he went to cover his face, and then he didn't. Then he went to put his hands down first, but instead he gets stomped, slams his face down, then puts his hands down and go. It's like the most craziest stomp cell, and people need to talk about it more because I know it just happened, but like, oh my God, it was crazy. And that led to Seth Rollins climbing the ladder and retrieving the Money in the Bank contract. Now let's get into the most talked about match right now, and that is the main event. Not because of the main event, but because what happened at the end. So, jumping into the tag match, it started off with "We Want Truth" chants from the crowd. And they were cheering for John Cena. He tags in Logan Paul. Logan Paul tags in Cena. Cena gets cheers again. Then, as they start fighting, "We want truth. We want truth. We want truth. We want truth." And it just got louder and louder. And, whoo! It was a decent match. It was a regular tag match. A lot of the tag matches on pay-per-views, they're not like great till like the end. I've noticed that a lot. I mean, there's exceptions like the Royal Rumble tag match between DIY and Motor City Machine Guns. That match was awesome. I mean, people remember it for the ending, which brings me back to my point. But towards the end, it started with some arguing with John Cena and Logan Paul after it actually turned into a match. And then, they kind of got on the same page for a little bit. Logan Paul grabbed a drone, went to jump on Cody. Cody jumps on the top, suplexes Logan Paul, and Jey Uso hits a Uso splash, goes for the cover, but he didn't kick out, but obviously it didn't end there. And then towards the end, Logan Paul sees Jey Uso at the announce table, springboards off, crashing both of them through the announce table. Cena, the ref's not looking. The ref's focused on this. So Cena grabs the belt, hits Cody with it, and then all of a sudden, this man in a hood jumps Cena, spears Cena, starts beating him up, and then takes off the hood, takes the ski mask off, and it reveals to be R-Truth. R-Truth is back, but he's not. This isn't the R-Truth side of him. This is the Ron Killings side of R-Truth. He is a lot more serious. He grabs the belt, whacks Cena with it, helps Cody. I believe he hit a crossroads to win the match. 1, 2, and 3. And R-Truth didn't stay for the end. He ran after this, so the ref didn't even see him. I'm so glad that they got R-Truth back. It was not a work. It was never a work. They did really fire R-Truth. I did my research after this. It is reported that all the reports made about him were true. He really got fired. Superstars were pissed. Obviously, fans were pissed. Everyone was upset. And they decided to bring him back. Not even a full week. Which is so good. I'm so glad to see Ron Killings, he's being advertised as. He follows me on Instagram. That's probably my biggest flex ever. But yeah, I love to see him back. I mean, I made a whole edit for him and everything. It's on the channel if you want to go check that out. I'm speechless. I'm so glad R-Truth is back. And I can't wait to see this new serious side of R-Truth. The Ron Killings side of our truth, that killings might come into effect. And yeah, that's it. That is going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. What's up?